What's happening? It's race day. It's race day. I finally left myself plenty of time to warm up. I think this is a blind squirrel in a nut scenario. Sure, we got our fans going, got a towel, water. I think the stream's working. I don't know. I don't know if I like the look of this. If I'm this prepared, maybe the thing that goes all sideways is the race. I don't know if I like it. Doesn't feel right, not having to fight stuff. So I'm just gonna do my classic warm-up. So get a little zone 2 going. I'll do about a minute of zone 2 at a little higher cadence. All right. I'll just let that cool down a minute. There's an awful lot of talking happening in the chat. It's either a good sign for me or a bad sign. Hey, what's up? gonna do my 3x30. There's one. There's two. Yeah, I don't know who this Alien King guy is, but man, he is talking up a storm. Alright, there's my... I'm gonna look him up on Zwift Power, because either he's I'm just gonna lay my prediction is he's a dude who probably should be riding an A right now, but with that much talking, either he should be an A or he probably should be in C. See if I can find him on here. Yeah, I know, it probably is frowned upon. It happens. It happens sometimes. You could probably get reported for it, though. A little cyberbullying. Yeah, I don't see having trouble finding my event here. I gotta keep warming up. Yeah, I can't see that the event's closed on Zwift Power, so I can't see it. No, I think you're right on, man. I'm gonna be bummed out if that dude's really fast. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone talk so much in the pens. Well, this is as good as I'm gonna feel all day. Yeah, which is weird because it's like, I mean, I guess we're on road bikes. I mean, you wouldn't have to be on your trainer in your, your pain cave, as we like to call it. I keep forgetting this is a herd race. The herd's like the like super all-inclusive club. Oh man, I hope this dude's slow. Now I'm not gonna think about him at all. Once the gate goes down. But right now, I just want to say, I want Alien King. If there's one guy that I'm rooting for to finish dead last, he's my guy. Man, I just want him to bust out of here super, super slow. Now, I was always slamming like fucking euros at the shop, but apologize for my language there. I don't have the mature audience thing set up. We'll bleep that in post. Don't worry about it. Pork rinds and tacos. All right. Well. All right. So we're gonna. There is a in some of the races that have power-ups, there is a burrito power-up that makes you undraftable for 10 seconds. So that's kind of funny. All right. Yeah. No, I've literally never fixed anything in post ever, and also it's live. I'll get my production team on it. All right, minute to go. I think we're gonna bust out of here. This will be interesting to see. We'll bust out of here around 500 watts, I'm guessing. Yeah, there are points on every lap sprint, so there are preems that we could get. So I'm probably not going to go early for those, but we'll see what happens. I'm more concerned about climbing these little hills. Get into my big ring. Get ready to put some power out. Off we go. Oh, it's gonna be a tame one. That ain't gonna bother me. This is some serious hand holding. There go our sprinters. Those are our power-ups. The little feather makes you lighter. Here's the Millionaire's Row climb. It sucks having all these other riders. I don't know where my group is. Dang it. Those season D split us. Hopefully I can catch him on the downhill. I don't think I can do it on my own. Oh, that's a bummer. My man in red there needs to wait for me. He ain't gonna be able to do it on his own. I can't do it on my own. We gotta blob up. God dang it. Well, I'm gonna sit on this guy's wheel for a little bit, get my heart rate to come down anyway. It's not much I can do redlining. But man, this is what happens. I just hate riding on the same course with other categories. It's the same thing in real life too. And now I don't have the momentum to keep up with these guys. Son of a biscuit. Well, let's see if I can catch up and hang on. Legs are just shot. God dang it. It's a waste of energy to go for that now. Sprint leaders so far ahead of us. waste your energy, you guys. I feel the desire, but we still got 5 more of those to go. It's 5 more times up Millionaires, 5 more times up that other bump. Yeah, I don't think we're going to catch that group ahead of us. They got an A in that group. Well, unless that was the A. You see how much faster we go and we just blob up a little bit. I'm not even working that hard and we're pushing the pace forward. There's just no way I'm gonna bridge 7 seconds on my own. Not with climbs, anyway. I'm gonna save that feather for millionaires. If I am able to put good consistent power down on these hills, like I was hoping, just not nearly in the field where I want to be. Just such a bummer because I was really redlining earlier in the race, and now I've got more to give, but they just don't see the point. And I could try to solo off the front, but you know, these guys are going to catch me. So I may as well just stay where I am. At least I'm gonna get my work up the hills, if nothing else. Got plenty of climbing left in my legs. I think I just got lapped by an A. Fortunately, hopefully not by a B. Holy cow. That would be a bummer. Yeah, that might be the lead field right there that just lapped us. Ah, that sucks. That bums me out. I feel like I could be with them. But here we are. Just don't, I don't get the enthusiasm for that arch. I know there's like cream points and all that stuff, but I just don't think there's enough points to make it worth it. I can't see my chat right now, so I'll catch up with you. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but this is the last lap. I got my power up that I'm going to save for millionaires. I'm pulling a train. Thought maybe I could make a break. Holy cow. Yeah, I saw, when I looked at Zwift Power, I saw how stacked this field was. It's the time I got. So here we go. I really do think, had I not gotten separated, I don't know if I could have stayed with that group the whole way, but man, I was really hoping to climb some hills with them and really give myself a good test, but that was a good strong finish anyway. I got some good hill climbing in. Didn't let any of those guys pass me at the last minute. I really thought I thought I was making a break up that hill. I thought I had a little bit more separation. And I saw how close they were behind me. I thought for sure they were going to catch me, but they were just as burned as I was, apparently. But look how quickly my heart rate's coming down. Like, that's such an awesome sign. I gotta get my chat window back open here, sorry. Yeah, exactly. That's my thought exactly. Oh, man. Now, yeah, my FTP is 318 right now, I think. I typically go by critical power typically, but I think you know that's where my MFTP or whatever is. I think 318, and it's been as high as 350, 351. So, you know, if I were like 20 pounds lighter, I'd be dangerous. But the goal is to keep pushing that FTP up. What I can say for sure, even though my FTP is not as high as it used to be, or as high as it's been anyway, I should say, I've been working a lot more with anaerobic capacity and FRC, and that's really paying dividends, especially on those climbs, to actually have a little bit left at the end. Oh man, that's so awesome. And then to be able to recover fairly quickly instead of feeling like I'm gonna collapse off the bike. So, good stuff, all good stuff. All right, we don't need to climb Millionaires again. I feel pretty good. Yeah, that, you know, I don't like where I finished. I'm not going to be satisfied with that. But once I settled in there, we pushed reasonably good to, you know, the last 2 or 3 laps, I feel like. I don't know, I'll have to watch the replay and see if I still feel good about it. I got a decent lake down here on the ground, so that's at least I know I put in an effort. All right. So let's look at some fun stuff here. All right. And I'm getting closer to getting that second camera set up. All right. Well, according to this, I set a new 5 minutes in Zwift. We'll see what how that looks actually in WKO5. Yeah, good consistent effort all the way through the race. A little more blue than I would and some actual gray. But I did good on the climbs, and that's that's traditionally been a real weak point for me. So I feel pretty good about my effort there. So let's kill this so that it'll upload my fit file. And I am working on figuring out how to share this. I've got the Mac version of WKO5, and I've got a Windows computer that I'm running the stream and Zwift off of. So I'm trying to find a way to do it without buying another copy of WKO5. So I'm sure there's a way to do it. I'm just not smart enough yet to figure it out. All right, so what I want to see. All right, it's not uploaded yet. There it is. Okay. All right, so I want to see my time in zones, which should be mostly FTP FRC. And yeah, exactly 14 minutes and 30 seconds in FTP-RC. So, and that combined with FTP, that's another 5:58. So that's a pretty decent FTP effort right there. So that makes up kind of for my my failure earlier in the week, which is nice. So now the other thing that WKO5 does. So I'm going to go into my insights and see. Yeah, I did set a new 5-minute best. So again, and that's another area that's been kind of a weak point for me, or a limiter, we'll call it. So my strengths are my FTP. My 20-minute power has traditionally been very good, and then somehow along the way I've developed pretty decent max power as well. So I've got these like two ends of the PDC spectrum where I'm strong, and then in the middle of it, it's this really steep decline. It's like, so that's an area where there's a lot of room for improvement for me. But my curve is looking, now that I've actually been using my eye levels and training with real intention. My PDC is actually way better looking. Starting to look like a trained athlete. So, and I always say it's kind of this is like a fun little vanity thing for me, but I like to look at my, what an effort like today does to my optimized intervals. And it did push some stuff up. There's no doubt about that. So it's telling me, this is telling me that my FTP efforts, I've been trying to get that quality 2x19 done, and now this is pushing me to do those intervals at 2 by 20 minutes and 30 seconds. So that's there's no question that my fitness is improving, and the numbers are backing that up for sure. So, but I've improved pretty dramatically in my VO2 max, my FRC. My MFTP actually dropped from 318 to 317. So, but my stamina is going up, and my time to exhaustion is going up. So kind of interesting there. But I have not, over the last 90 days, I have not spent a lot of time training FTP, and that is definitely being built back into the program. So that will also rise over time. So, because part of this as well is part of why that's sitting at 317 right now is when my son was born, which was 11 weeks ago now. I took 2 weeks completely off the bike. So that's having an effect on the numbers there. So I'm not quite to the 90 days back on the bike beyond that. So that will. Once that 2 weeks drops off, that'll kind of change the numbers as well. So, anyways, well let's take a quick peek here and see if we got official results up on Zwift Power. May as well take a quick peek. All right, so yes, we do. No, the results are not filtered by category right now. It's looking real weird. Hold on a second here. Not making any sense of this. All right, so this is showing me. Anyway, it's not in the official results page, but it's on my profile page. Has me at 32nd. With 20 minutes of 3.3. I just feel like I'm stronger than that. Well, and the evidence of that, of course, is my average heart rate was 177, which, it should be. I mean, I can. That's about I guess that's about threshold. It's a little below threshold. But I don't know. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now we've got the categories. So the winner of B is 53:30. Yikes. Yeah, I was... Yeah, 5 minutes and 40 seconds off the lead. That's... all right, I'm looking at the preems here. I can see why people were going for that. But I don't think that would have changed my approach at all. And I got I got a little bone to pick here. I'll have to take a look at the replay. I'm pretty sure I crossed the line ahead of that Alexander Ehrlich, because the next guy behind me, it's got both of us finishing at the same time, and it's got him crossing the line just ahead of me. So, all right, well, that might be the first. I mean, not that it matters, 31st versus 32nd place, but that is 1 point. That's one preem. You know, he's got 407. I've got 406. You know, that should be flipped. Oh, and I see. That's why it was. I was having such a hard time figuring out what was happening. It's you can sort it by place and you can sort it by preems. Okay, interesting. All right, I haven't done a lot of these preem races, so you know, again, you learn something new every day. I think I learned 2 things today, so. I 100% will dispute that result. Hey, it's a whole place. So, anyways, what do we got coming up? We got some good stuff coming up here in the. Well, next week is a rest week. So what's going to happen next week? So there's a little bit more rest built in. I think one of those days I'm going to do a short little video of stretching, you know, some cycling specific stretching, and you can see just how embarrassingly inflexible I am. But there's a roadmap. There's a way to get there, and just because you're not flexible today doesn't mean you don't stretch. You know, I mean, if you're not flexible, you know, you're the one who needs it. And specifically, I'm talking to myself here. I'm the one who needs it. So I'll do a little stretching video, and then at the end of the week, it's testing time. So it's testing goes. Yeah, you got it, man. I think it comes from Rand McNally. But testing will happen over 2 days, as we need to get. Let's see here. Day 1. We're gonna do our 5-second, 1 minute, and 5 minute power, and then day 2 we do our 20-minute power. So it's pretty exhausting. Nobody likes it, but it really you know, it's the thing that that sets you up for success for every other workout that you're going to do over the next 2 months. Really, you know, I mean, you should be doing that. Some people test every month. I don't know that that's. It depends on what your goals are, I guess. I don't know. For me, I don't know. And this is where I'm having that moment of doubt of like, am I separating the coach from the athlete in my head? It's the athlete in me is like, yeah, I don't need to test that much. It's uncomfortable. I don't like it, and I feel like I get enough testing. You know, if you're testing once every 2 months and you're doing some high level activity like racing, you can usually get enough insight from that. those high-end hard efforts. Like today, where I set a new 5-minute, a 5-minute best. That's something that just gets factored into the eye levels and the optimized intervals and all that stuff. So you certainly could argue that if you're putting in enough like high-end hard efforts like that, you can get away with testing less. But also the other issue with that is you look at an effort like today. There really was no way I was going to be pushing myself enough to get my best 20 out of that. I just could I have done it? Could I have just like time trialed 20 minutes? Sure, but that really wasn't my goal. And so you could go about it that way. You could just say like, all right, today's race day. It's not a high priority race. So in this race, I'm going to try to do my best 20, so it's doable. It's something you could throw out there. And actually, I think if I'm not mistaken, I'll have to look at how that lines up. Maybe I'll do that for next week's race. And see if it works. And I could do my 1 minute, 5 minute, and 5 second test on a separate day. But anyway, that's for Coach Eric to decide after he looks at all the numbers. And I'll draw up the plan for next week. But anyways, I'm going to go take a shower and go eat something because I feel myself starting to fade. So and I've got this clammy kid on me. So, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope it was enjoyable, even if it wasn't the result I was hoping for. Hopefully it was still fun to watch. And we'll be back at it again soon. So, in the meantime, keep riding, do your stuff.